Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kenny here with WatchReport.com, bringing another hands-on video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ocean7 LM7 Professional ProPlof Hardened Titanium Diver. So let's go ahead, we'll take a further look at this watch. So this is the packaging that your watch will come in. It's standard cardboard sleeve on the outside with the Ocean7 logo. You're going to have the cardboard exterior box. Ocean7 logo. We'll open this up, and here's the watch box that your watch will come in. There you go. Nice leather box. It's got a suede touch to it with the Ocean7 logo there. Nice case, I'm digging it. It's got two snaps to secure it down. As you can see, it has the Ocean7 logo right up there on the lid. Comes nicely secured with some egg crate, just so the watch doesn't move around at all. And so this is how the watch will be presented inside the watch box. Obviously the LM7 here, and comes with little extras on the side here. This is the engraved bezel that each watch will come with, and it's also got the Allen key hex screw right here just to switch out the bezels. It's also going to come with some, these are just tattoos, so if you have kids, that's right up their alley. All little kids love tattoos, so they can sticker themselves with some tattoos. The Ocean7 contact information, the Ocean7 instruction and warranty information. It's also going to come with a cleaning rag as well, so plenty of little goodies inside here. Alright, so let's get the watch out and we'll take a closer look. Close this up. Alright. So here's the LM7 Professional ProPlof Hardened Titanium Driver by Ocean7. Let me bring it better focus here. There you go. Now, first impression, this watch definitely looks large. They have it listed at 55 millimeters. When I first took a peek at it, I was like, damn, that's a big watch. But let me tell you, just clearing the air right away, this watch wears extremely comfortable, and it does not feel like a 55 millimeter case by any means. So let's run through it. Like I said, 55 millimeters here. Lug to lug measures in at 46 millimeters. Has an overall case height of 17 millimeters. And the case is actually sandblasted titanium, DLC hardened to 1250 Vickers. So, I mean, the case is definitely durable. This is a sample model that Mitch from Ocean7 supplied me with. It's been around the block a couple times. And really, I mean, besides from my fingerprints, there is nothing wrong with this case by any means. And he said that, there's been plenty of people that had their hands on this watch, and he's used it as a personal watch and a sampler as well. So you're definitely going to get a good case here that's going to hold up over time and really take a beating without actually showing any wear and tear. So this LM7, the ProPlof, it actually is 35% lighter than the original LM7. This weighs in, without the straps, it weighs in at 93 grams. If you're into really, really light watches, it's going to be something that you're probably going to think is heavy, but honestly, this is not a heavy watch by any means. When you look at it, just if I was to ask you from here, do you think this is a big, heavy watch? Your initial reaction would be yes. When I opened it, when I was talking with Mitch, I said, wow, that's a big watch. And when I picked it up, I was like, wow, that's extremely light. The titanium case is huge in making this a very comfortable wear. Definitely light, definitely wears well. And do not be intimidated by any means by 55 millimeters and, thinking it's going to be a heavy watch, because it is not. So, like I said, 55 millimeters, 46 lug to lug, overall height of 17 millimeters. The bezel is actually a sapphire bezel with lume. Measures in at 42 millimeters. and it's an extremely easy bezel to switch out. Like I said and showed you earlier here, it comes with the engraved bezel. All your watches will come with the engraved bezel. The LM7, you have the options of either black and black, blue on blue like this one, or you can do either black or blue, and then they have the black and orange bezel. So either way, you're going to get an option to switch out with the engraved bezel, which is cool. And it also comes with the tool here, so you don't have to go searching for the tool for the little Allen keys there. So I'll show you at the end of this video. I'll switch out the bezel just to show you what the engraved bezel looks like on this as well. So, like I said, sapphire bezel, nice touch. It's a flat sapphire. Like I said, it's got the lume inside the bezel as well. I am filming in daylight right now, so I cannot show you the lume of the bezel nor the dial, so I apologize for that, but definitely check out the full article review on watchreport.com, and I do have some lume shots in there for you guys to check out. The lume on here is actually pretty good. The lume on the dial is outstanding, sticks out really nicely, but the lume on the bezel is kind of light in my opinion. It's definitely there. I wish it was as strong as the lume and the dial, but it definitely does a good job. So I'm impressed with the bezel overall. The dial of the watch actually measures in right around like 28 millimeters. It's protected by a sapphire crystal with inside AR coating. As you can see, simple and clean dial here. It's got the orange minute hand, the squared off hour hand, and the thing that I like about this dial is in darkness how fat and heavy this minute hand is, and actually the hour hand is pretty chunky as well. Definitely sticks out at night with the lume. Easily legible during the day, as you can see. Overall a very simple, very clean dial. You see the Ocean7 logo there. Let me pull this out and I'll show you the other water markings here. Alright, so you can see right there it's got the 1250 meter water resistant automatic. There you go. It's got the date marker right here at the 3 o'clock position. Date window is actually easily legible. Pops with the white background there, so on the blue dial, so it looks nice. Looks nice as well on the black. Arabic numbers right there, so very easy to read. Show you the case back here. Yeah, see the Ocean7 watch company logo, the Ocean7 logo right there in the middle. Titanium, sapphire crystal, Swiss made. Now, Ocean7 is Swiss made with Swiss made parts, so you are getting a Swiss automatic movement here, so you know the quality is going to be good. Flip it around right here. Now, if you do not know, the bezel moves in both directions, and in order to do so, you have to push this orange little button here. So you go ahead, push this button down, and then go ahead and move the dial this way. With it, barely any movement at all in the bezel here without pushing the button. This is a sample and has been around the block a couple times, so there definitely will be a little bit more wear on this bezel because anybody that gets their hands on it really tries to torque it around and whatnot. But like I said, barely any movement here, and you do have to push that orange button down to move the bezel in either direction. Double-bladed sword, and I'll show you why in just a second here. Here's the strap for the LM7. This is the anti-static coated silicone ProPlof strap. This is an added option on top of the watch itself. I think it's right around $30, give or take, right in that ballpark for this strap. Definitely, in my opinion, well worth it because the anti-static, you really don't get much that clings to this strap, and if it does, it literally just wipes off without any struggle. If you ever had silicone straps in the past and you get lint or dirt or anything on these straps, it sticks to the straps like no other, and it actually becomes a nuisance to clean it. So these anti-static straps are clutch. So it's definitely a recommended add-on for the LM7, the ProPlof. You know, just my opinion, but like I said, if you ever had a silicone strap, everything sticks to it and it just becomes a pain in the butt. And with the anti-static, everything, barely anything sticks to it, and if it does get onto it, it wipes off instantaneously. So, like I just said, you have two free-floating loops here on the 12 o'clock strap. And with the LM7, the ProPlof, you do have the option to go with a hardened titanium buckle. You can see that it has the Ocean7 logo here. I would recommend going with this buckle. As I mentioned, this is a sample watch, and reviewers like myself have had their hands on it, worn it, really put it to a good test, and Mitch has worn it personally for a while now, and you can see there's no scratches at all on this buckle, so it's definitely a good option to go with. I believe it is a $40 add-on. So for $70 overall, $40 here, and $30 for the anti-static silicone strap, it's definitely worth it in my opinion. Like I said, the strap is easy to clean, nothing really sticks onto it, you know. And with the hardened titanium buckle, it's definitely worth it not to have any scratches and you know, show age over time. So it's just my opinion, but I would definitely recommend going with it. As you can see on the case here, you have your helium escape valve. You know, if you actually do dive deep enough where that is needed, the watch is equipped with a helium escape valve. I did say earlier that the watch is water resistant up to 1,250 meters. So let me put the watch on my wrist here, and I'll show you what it looks like. Give me 1 second here. Alright. So this is the LM7 ProPlof on a 7-inch wrist. Like I said, first impression, 55 millimeters. I thought the watch was going to be big and heavy, very light, very comfortable. Left-hand watch, meaning the crown is on the left-hand side of the dial of the the case here, meaning that you don't have the crown pinning into your hand if you do wear it on your left wrist. Very comfortable, very light watch, as you can see. It's 17 millimeters high. It's got an overall lug width of 46 millimeters here. Very comfortable watch. I actually have been wearing this for the last 4 or 5 days now. I took it out on the golf course over the weekend and played a couple holes with it on my wrist, and you know, just to really get a feel of how comfortable the watch is, and definitely comfortable in my opinion. You know, you could take that with a grain of salt if you want, but it's definitely a light watch that wears well. So this is the LM7 ProPlof by Ocean7, the hardened titanium diver. Very nice watch. Retails for $8.99 on Ocean7.com, and with the anti-static silicone strap and the hardened titanium buckle, you're looking right around $1,000 for a Swiss-made watch, Swiss-made automatic diver, I should say. Very nice watch, very unique looking. Oh, hold on, I meant to show you with it on the wrist with the button here. This is really the only downfall of the watch, in my opinion. When you're wearing this watch, and if you actually are diving, you have to really get used to doing this. Like, you have to be able to pin the button down, and I get the bottom of the case with my thumb here, and then I'm able to move the bezel around this way. If you're wearing gloves while diving or underwater, and it, in my opinion, is just a little bit difficult. The reason for the push button mechanism to release the bezel is that if you're diving, if you put your hands in rocks or anything like that, your bezel's not going to move. But with the push button here, it's definitely a little tricky. It does take some getting used to. So with a little bit of practice, it's definitely not something that would hinder from getting the watch, but it's definitely a little tricky. So just wanted to point that out to you guys as well. So like I said, this LM7 ProPlof by Ocean7. Great watch. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to Watch Report to get our latest updates and video reviews. Alright, I quickly switched out the sapphire bezel for the engraved bezel just to give you guys a good look at what the engraved bezel looks like on the LM7. The only spot of lume that's on this engraved bezel is right up here at the 12 o'clock marker. The rest of the bezel is just engraved like I mentioned with the black here. Nice style. I actually like the look of this watch. Very simple when it comes to bezels and dials, so I definitely like this look on the watch. But the sapphire crystal is definitely a very nice touch to the watch as well. So just wanted to give you guys that look here. The LM7 ProPlof with the engraved bezel on it. There you are, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the review.